For around 7 years now, I've been fascinated with the idea of hunting wolf. It's never been about the kill for me, so erase that from your emotions before you begin to judge. I am not a killer. I am a hunter. Since I was a boy, I've been obsessed with predators, their demeanor, mindset, skill set, and organization to slip up on and harvest their prey seemingly undetected until the moment of death. Growing up in Texas, coyotes, bobcats, and fox were my most common subjects to study, and I take my education serious. I spent a lot of time watching professional hunters on TV, trying to learn how to hunt, but I quickly realized the best teachers on the planet existed right out my back door. They weren't human, they were wild, and they were the apex predators of their own environment. I began to model my stalking abilities after the bobcat and my sound location after the coyotes, how to play the wind, when and where to close the distance, and ultimately, how to remain undetected until that final moment. These skills have helped me become a master at my craft of spot and stalk, and I practice them to this day. I've been involved with guiding hunters in some form or fashion for 21 years now, and I still go out without clients or weapons and try to see if I can sneak into spear range of an axis deer without being detected. It's my passion to be an apex predator, but being a human with empathy often pulls me in different directions. I've never had a problem taking prey species because I'm a predator by nature. However, even though I've harvested easily over 1,000 predators, I still have an emotional moment of respect at the conclusion of each hunt. Where I once thought it was about me tricking something that tricks something else, I now understand it as me respectfully managing something that isn't equipped with the same empathy for the other species in its environment. Insert my obsession with wolves, the most apex of canine predators that I've never had the ability to see or pursue in the wild. I've studied everything a person could online or through peer testimony, but I have no first-hand experience of the beast. I know they're majestic, I know they're smart, I know they're exceptional hunters. All of this gives me a profound respect for the wolf, but I also, and most importantly, know they have no empathy. There is currently a major push after the reintroduction of wolves in the Northwest and hunting as management being put into place to have the wolves relisted on the endangered species list in order to keep humans from hunting them. Some groups estimate that if hunting continues, the wolf populations in certain areas will be reduced by 90%. They are outraged by this and claim that the only reason wolves are even allowed to be hunted is for mentally ill, bloodthirsty, psychotic outdoorsmen to be able to make money off the thrill of adventures and the hides of the wolf. They claim people like me have no respect for the species, and our ultimate goal is to slaughter them out of existence. They really enjoy using the word slaughter. In my research, I've found that a lot of their facts have been skewed to entice people on the fence to side with them through way of emotion. It's a fantastic war tactic used since the beginning of time, but as history has proved to us, emotional people oftentimes claim fairy tales to be true in order to unite the troops to fight their battles. I will soon be embarking on a journey that will place me in the hills of Idaho in an attempt not only to hunt, but to also to gain as much knowledge as possible from people who live amongst these wolves daily. I've read the data from both sides and watched countless documentaries on the subject. However, this will be my first time to walk among the pack. My excitement of the entire situation is overwhelming, but my focus is on the truth. Will I be doing this for no reason other than bloodlust? Or do I really love these creatures and their prey enough to step in and do what is necessary in the name of conservation? I have visions of grandeur of how my interaction with this species will go down. But oftentimes the majesty of visions does not walk hand in hand with the hardships of reality. Sure, as a human, I feel a competitive nature to prove I am the ultimate predator. On that topic, I will not lie. But I also feel I have the duty as a sentient being to perform difficult tasks as a steward of the wildlife we are responsible for. While I love their existence and do not wish for them to perish in entirety, I must adhere to my task as a wildlife manager. I know as a human that if there were only 2 elk left on the face of the earth, that I would choose another food source and do everything it took to bring their numbers back to a sustainable population. I also know that if I was a wolf, I would not have the ability to understand how many elk were left, and therefore I would kill and eat the last 2 of the species that remained. I am not Wolf, and he is not man. He is simply doing what his DNA has ingrained in him to do, and when the time arises and we stare at each other face to face, I will do what mine tells me.